All right, my friends, since the number rock is a repeat after me song, I'm going to have Jessie come on over and sing your part with me. Jessie, do you remember the number rock?
Yes.
Okay, can you get out your guitar?
Yep.
All right, here we go, my friends. I'm going to go first, and you're going to repeat after me. Here we go. Here's guitars. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 11, 12. 13, 14. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 16, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing the number rock. Big claps, ready? I said, let's go! Singing the number rock. All right, here we go. Let's do like real rock stars. Get your guitars. If you want a microphone, you can get a microphone out. Here we go. I'm going to use my microphone today. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. 11, 12. 13, 14. 13, 14. 15, 16, 17. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. 18, 19, 20. Let's go! Singing the number rock. I said, let's go! Singing the number rock. Nicely done, my friends. And Jessie, thank you so much for your help. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye, my friends.
All right, good job, Jess. How about we take a look at our weather wheel today? If you have your weather wheel, take it out now. It's time for us to find out what's the weather. Here we go. Oops. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? Is it windy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? All right, my friends, it's time for you to look outside and see what your weather is. I'm looking outside right now, and it is very sunny where I am today. But you know what? It's also kind of windy. So if it's sunny where you are, take that arrow and spin it around to sunny. My weather today is sunny and windy. All right, how about we take a look at our weekly reader. This week's weekly reader is about bubbles. Raise your hand if you love to blow bubbles. Me too. I absolutely love to blow bubbles. Actually, I think I'm going to send Jake downstairs to get my bubbles. They're right on the mirror table by the door. Okay, so today's weekly reader says, pop goes the bubble. Do you like to pop bubbles? How could you pop bubbles? Could you use your finger maybe? Or maybe you could use a toe. Who knows? Let's find out about how we can pop some bubbles. This is our bubble science. Thank you, Jakey. All right, so if I wanted to find out, whoops, the first picture asks, bubbles float. Which way do they float? Do they float up or down? Well, let's find out. If I can get the stick out. Hang on. It's stuck. Oh my goodness, I need smaller fingers, I think. All right, so let's see. I'm going to blow a bubble and see if it floats up or down. Here we go. Well, it started going up, and now it is sinking down. How about, do bubbles stick together? Well, let's see if I can get some bubbles to stick together. Up, I got one. Up. Oh, I had three. Let's see. Yes, the bubbles do stick together. How about, do bubbles have colors? Well, it might be hard for you guys to see, but I'm going to see if I can see what colors are on my bubble. Ooh, I see green, I see pink, I see blue. I think, yes, bubbles do have colors. And do you think bubbles can stretch? It looks like in the picture they can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get my bubble to stretch that much, but let me try. Well, it stretched enough to make what shape? Can you tell what shape that is? It's kind of a circle shape, but when it's a whole full circle, we call it a sphere. Try saying that. Sphere. Like a ball is a sphere. Like if you play baseball or basketball, those are spheres. The sun and the planets are all spheres. That's the kind of shape a bubble makes. Doesn't matter what shape your bubble wand is, the bubble shape is always going to be a sphere. Try and pop some bubbles at home and see what you can learn about the bubbles. I do have a bubble song for us today. I'm not going to be able to blow the bubbles and sing at the same time, so I'm going to put this down. But the bubble song is a counting song just like the counting song we just sang. But first we're going to count 10 little bubbles, and then we're going to count 10 big bubbles. So get your fingers ready, because we're going to pretend that there's bubbles in the air as we count. Ready? Here we go. It goes like this. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little bubbles, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little bubbles, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little bubbles, 10 little bubbles go pop, pop, pop. Now it's time to count the big bubbles. Here we go. 11 little, 12 little, 13 little, oh, big bubbles. Let's start over. 11, 12, 13 big bubbles, 14, 15, 16 big bubbles, 17, 18, 19 big bubbles, 20 big bubbles go pop, pop, pop. So let's see how many bubbles you can blow at home and how many you can pop. That's it for that. Now I want to read you, this is actually my favorite bubble story. I'm going to have to get close, so don't mind me because you have to see the pictures. All right, so this might take a second to get set up, but this is the story of, excuse me, Bubble Bubble. And the author is Mercer Mayer. And can you see the little boy is blowing some bubbles? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, here we go. Bubble Bubble. Is that good? Can you see? Okay. All right. One day I was walking and I bumped into a bubble. It wasn't just one bubble, but lots of bubbles. And they weren't just any kind of bubbles. They were magic bubbles. So you see this gentleman right here is selling magic bubbles. Let's see what happens. So I bought some magic bubble makers and said goodbye. So now he's got his own magic bubbles. I started blowing bubbles. Magic bubbles. Does anyone see anything interesting about the bubbles that he's blowing? Can you see? Okay. Everywhere. Look at all of the different shapes and characters he's blowing with his magic bubbles. Then suddenly something strange happened. Can you see the strange figure that's forming here? Uh-oh, I thought. I had to do something quick. So I blew another bubble. Let's see what happens. And that took care of that. At least I thought so. Uh-oh, look what happens. But I knew what to do. I blew some more bubbles. What do you think he's blowing now? And that took care of that. I wasn't worried one small bit. Uh-oh. I just blew another bubble. Can you see what kind of bubble he blew? And that took care of that. He blew a little mouse that scared the elephant away. Then I popped all of the bubbles one by one. Blowing bubbles made me tired, so I went home. Anyway, everyone knows there's no such thing as magic bubbles. The end. What do you think? Do you think there is such a thing as magic bubbles? I don't know. I would try it. I think me and Jessie might try and blow some magic bubbles today. I'm going to move back over here so we can do our goodbye song. Not that one. Hang on, my friends.
Rocket.
Oops. Sorry. Here it comes. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. See you again next time. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly. See you again next time. See you again next time. All right, my friends, that is all the time we have together today. But very soon, next week, we'll be seeing each other again right here on the computer for some extra super fun activities. I hope you guys are all doing well and you're having fun with your families. Keep up all of your good work with your assignments from school and get out and enjoy this beautiful weather that we are having. I miss you tons, my friends. Here are all of your kisses. Get ready to catch them. Oh, I think I got everybody. All right, my friends, get outside and blow some bubbles. Bye-bye.